Good morning, YouTube, and happy Monday. So I decided to change up my little channel a little bit. Sometimes I may come on here with a few Bible scriptures, but other times, like today, I'm just gonna come on here and just speak some wisdom to the young ladies. This is not the segment of for men. This is for young ladies that are not married. Because if you married already, then you should be working on your marriage. So these are for young girls that it probably dating or looking to date or looking to marry. Okay, well, I see a lot of things on YouTube, so this is what brings this to my attention because of course I look at YouTube just like all the other billions or however many people there is on the earth. So I see a lot of Christian ladies, and it's not other religions, it's mostly Christians that talk a lot about kingdom marriage. Well, let me just say this. Um, it kind of makes Christian women look like seriously desperate to continuously talk about kingdom marriages. And we know, if you're in your right mind, people know that you're not just putting it on there just to, keep talking about kingdom marriages. Her son, you're talking about it. Most of you all are talking about it because you desire a husband, and you think that because you put on YouTube something about a kingdom marriage, maybe that'll draw maybe one of the preachers that are not married on YouTube, maybe that'll draw them to you. I'm not really sure, but it kind of makes us as a whole, Christian women as a whole, it makes the Christian women look desperate to have a husband. And sometimes, and I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of you aren't really looking for a kingdom marriage. A lot of you are looking for the publicity, and you just want to have sex. So I'm just gonna say this: stop. Allow God to let that man find you. You don't have to post continuous videos over and over, like the same videos saying something about a kingdom marriage. Okay, and for one, if you're not in a marriage, then you can't, you really shouldn't be telling anybody about how to deal in the marriage because you have not yet been in a marriage to even know what is going on. Like, because it's easy to look at somebody else's marriage and you think you know what's going on, but in all reality, when you get in a marriage, that's when you begin to train, as I would say, like hands on. Like, there's some jobs you got to go to school for, and then there's some things that you just learn hands on, like a trade or whatever. So marriage is like a trade. You have to have hands on experiences. You can't go off on TV. You can learn some things, don't get me wrong, but you have to actually be in that. Just as well as a woman with no children, you don't know what it's like to get up late nights, or your child or your children are sick. You don't know. You can only assume from what you think may be going on. So today I'm just trying to give you all a little bit of wisdom. Like I said, I've only been married. I've been with my husband for 5 years, but I've only been married 2 years. So with that being said, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. And I've been married for 2 years, but like I said, I've been with this man for 5 years. So even with, with everything, like, you have to have hands on with certain things because you have to understand the person. You have to grow and learn that person. And when I got with my husband, I was only 25 years old, and I'm 31 now. So I've changed from that 25-year-old little girl. I'm a grown, fully grown woman now. But, well, I'm gonna say I feel like I'm fully grown, but I know that I have more levels to go to. But just relax and know that God will send the right man for you. And sometimes people will come to you, and it might not be your husband that God has desired. I was married before to my oldest daughter's dad, and he sought me out. He found me, and he wanted me, to be his wife. And I know it was wrong. you know, and I can honestly say that I put my husband away, but it was things that was going on that I just could not deal with, and I did not want to bring my child into an abusive, mentally or physical relationship. And I knew from, you know, from watching other relationships that I grew up around, that that's not how I wanted to raise my child. So I did take the leap of faith and became, you know, a single mom, a single mother. And I leaned on God to help me to raise her until he blessed me with a good husband like I have now, to be that father figure, to be that provider, to be that um discipliner. Because sometimes, sorry, my son is messing with the light, sometimes I can be too easygoing, and my husband has to step in and say, no, don't let the children do you like that because you're nice, you know, no, stop doing your mom this way. And you know, so you know, your husband has to also balance you. And it's a lot with marriage. Like I said, I'm still learning. I don't know it all, and I'll be lying if I say I do know it all. But what I do know is, ladies, women of God, God know that you desire a husband. God know that you desire a husband, and He know that, you know, He know why you desire a husband. And just don't make yourself seem so easy. You know, it's okay to be nice and hi, you know, and you know, it's okay to be nice, but when it comes to making yourself look desperate, like you just gotta keep putting it out there, oh, I want a kingdom marriage, or I don't want a kingdom marriage. Well, why do you want a kingdom marriage? So you have to ask yourself, why do you want a kingdom marriage so bad? Is it really for God, or is it really just for you to have a selfish plan or get publicity, and try to be like you the queen of the world and he the king of the world? And just, you know, you just a bunch of things that really has nothing to do with God. Because we can, you know, like I said, we can read Bible scriptures and preach and stuff like that all day long, but God knows our heart. So at the end of the day, just relax, stop always, you know, putting it out there, I want a kingdom marriage, I want a kingdom marriage. Just let God lead that man to you, because men don't want no woman that look desperate, just as well as a woman don't want a man that look desperate. But when we are women and we are wives, and we're gonna be mothers, and you know, and I say it like that because I'm speaking to multiple people. But when we, you know, become a wife, or we have children and stuff like that, it's it it goes beyond just the imagination. Because I would say a lot of people have a real good imagination, but a lot of the things that I see is, everybody can't be, you know, a Prince Harry and a I don't know if she's a princess or a queen. What's his wife name? I forgot his wife name, but Harry and Meghan, I'm sorry, Harry and Meghan. Everybody can't be a Princess Diana and all this other stuff. Yeah, we are the king and queens of our home, but as for, you know, a lot of this foolishness that has been going on, it only caused division in the kingdom of God, because everybody wants to be the queen of this and the king of that, when we are all under God, and Jesus was the King of Kings and Lords of Lords. So we all need to get ourselves out of that imagination thing, that fiction stuff, and really come together and not try to set up kingdom over here, kingdom over there. Because that's why the Bible do say that what it say, kingdoms be against kingdoms and nations be against nations. Is because of that. People are trying to be arrogant and stuff like that. Forgive me, my children are in the background. But it's way above all of that. It's way above just having a kingdom marriage. Yeah, we want to be equally yoked, and we want our husband to balance us out. But at the same time, we need to grow closer to God, and anything that's for us is going to be for us. We don't have to stress about it. We don't have to worry, you know, and just continue to put it out there. Oh, you know, I want a husband, I want a husband. God know. And just as well as God brought this man to me, I wasn't even looking for a man. I was helping this elderly lady out, and I would take care of her in Louisiana. And I was on my break and I was sitting in my car at Market Basket getting ready to go in, but God just had me sitting there. I was just sitting there, just relaxing because I had been up early that morning, and I was just, as I would say, I feel like God would just had me sitting there, and I was sitting there, and he came up to me and he let me know, you might not like me. I'm a little bit older. I don't know how old you are, but I'm a little bit older. And I was like, well, it doesn't matter if you're older or not. If I get to know you and I like you and we can move forward, then and you meet the qualifications that I feel like you meet, and that I feel like God will let me know if you meet them qualifications, because people will tell you a bunch of stuff because they just haters. So we went on dates, and actually our first date, my father and one of my uncles actually brought me. They was in the car with me, and they brought me to him. And ever since then, that was the first time my dad had or my uncle had ever like gave me away, as I would say. And I wasn't even married yet, but they went with me to the date, and they waited on me until the date was over. And that was the first time that my father and my uncle had ever done that. And I've been with this man ever since then. I've been with him. I'm going to be with him. I don't care what anybody say. He's been a great father. He's been over and beyond anything that I ever imagined. I didn't even think, that I didn't even think I was worthy of a man that good, because I had been divorced before. And from my understanding, you couldn't remarry. But God is a forgiving God. And no, my marriage has not been easy. I mean, for the most part, it's been easy. But, some things that, has not been easy. But the love that I truly have for him, and I feel like God brought him into my life for a reason, and my father and my uncle gave me away for a reason, because he is the one. And until God says so, or until I guess something major happened to where I can't be with him, then I'm going to continue to press my way in the Lord first and foremost, and I'm going to continue to be a praying wife over my husband, over my children, and I'm going to continue to be the strong woman that God has called me to be for them. So ladies, just hold on. I'm sorry I get long-winded. So ladies, just hold on. God is going to send that man for you, but it's in his timing. He wants to make sure that you're equipped and you're ready to love that man when he send him to you, because some ladies are not ready to love. You may think you're ready to love, but you're not ready to love. You may have a stanky attitude. You may not be submissive. You may still be dealing with insecurities and stuff, and you don't want to take that out on the man that God has for you. So work on yourself, stay in the Lord until God sends that right man for you. Don't You have to keep putting it out there, or I want a kingdom marriage. I mean, you don't have to keep putting it out there. God know the desires of your heart. He know what you want a kingdom marriage for. He know all of it. He know all of it. So with that being said, I love you all. Be blessed. Take this as a motivational speech, not a downing speech, not a think I'm better speech. Take it as motivation to continue to stay in your word, and to know that God is going to work it all out for your good, especially if you are called to his purpose. Okay, I just butchered the scripture, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so just continue to wait on God. Okay, continue to wait on God. So bless you all. Happy Monday, and stay safe out there, and just stay lifted up.